Sha Tin race is Saturday afternoon. 10 races, 1 o'clock start. Paul Lally here with the selections, all on the turf, and it's the C+3 rail position. The first is a Class 5 over the 1200 metres. Bulb Emperor on the class drop has a visor going on. Urban Triumph is now with Michael Chang. Winning Heart, best form is at Happy Valley at this stage. Double Bingo's run second in a trial since his last start. Gallant Goody has a new home. He's now with David Hall, who has taken off the crossover noseband. Of the 12 runners here, Paul, who's the fastest early?
Well, there's not many of them that like to go forward, so I don't think it's going to be a strong pace in the race. Almighty Kick is drawn well, and he can be positive from barrier number 2. Speedy Smarty likes to go forward as well. Urban Triumph's never far away. Bulb Empress downgraded. He'll find this easier. Shuman Glory, he might just get stuck a bit wide from his wide draw. And Winning Heart's also drawn awkwardly, so he'll be looking for a little bit of cover.
The downgraders have been racing quite well in recent times, and as you said, Bulb Emperor is the one here. Here he is running 6th in Class 4 last time, behind Cross-Border Pegasus. Is it the case of the downgraders could strike again here?
I think he can. Look, I thought he was capable in Class 4, but he hasn't really performed there as well. And look, he got out at the right time. And he held his place. You could see him, trying to put his head through that gap, but the gap was going faster than he was there. And he ended up 6th, but he wasn't too far away. So, look, I think Sha Tin's good for him. This was his first run back at Sha Tin after running sort of a campaign at Happy Valley. So I think it's positive that they're keeping him here downgraded.
That's our first replay. Second one is over at Happy Valley. Double Bingo, Almighty Kick, World Hero, Winning Heart, and the horse at the back ends up running 3rd Fairy Horse. What did you make of these 5?
World Hero was the one I've taken out of this. Another horse I think has been capable of winning in Class 4. He's got barrier number 7 here. He's been running some pretty good races in Class 4, in particular when he did run 4th behind Kaying Attack. He wasn't too far away. And I like the way he attacked the line here. So going out up to the big course at Sha Tin looks good.
And finally, one more replay. It's winning form around the concentration last time. There he is getting a good run down on the inside for Jimmy Orman. Speedy Smarty just had no luck from the barrier, and he actually wasn't beaten that far with the ground that he covered. Yeah,
he's capable because he's won off 52 before in Class 4, and he's way down in the ratings here in Class 5. So, look, he's more than capable. A good ride here from Jimmy Orman on the concentration when he did win this race. He was right in the market, and look, he performed very well. So, look, he's slightly higher than his winning rating now. He's won off 32, 35, and for this win, he's gone up to 38. So, look, I still think he can perform, but look, I've got a couple to beat him.
No need to go past, though. Race 1, number 1.
Yeah, I've gone that way. I've gone with Bulb Emperor. I just thought the downgrader coming into this grade could beat Speedy Smarty. He did have excuses last time. World Hero and the concentration. 1, 10, 5 and 3.
Orange colours in the mix there, Paul, for Paul, with the 1, the 10 and the 3 all having orange on the jacket in the opener. And race number 2 now. This is a Class 5. It's over the 1600 metres, and Chili Barber tailed off last time and ran on well. Ended up beating about half the field home. Smart Beauty's a 3-time course and distance winner. Strongest Boy has the blinkers going back on. Smashing Express has the earplugs off. I Victorium placed his first start at 1600 metres last time out. Silver Destiny has the crossover noseband going on. Chateau Lepiche comes back in trip. Yo-Yo Night goes up in trip. And Red Maverick raced wide at Happy Valley last time. We've got Red Maverick, the leader here, Paul, in a right-angled triangle. Yeah,
it looks that way, doesn't it? With look, Many Thanks Forever. I think he's going to get a good run. Soaring Bronco didn't get the best of runs last time, but has had his chances. Yo-Yo Night, another one was blocked last start. Then Leather Master, and then those other 9 that you mentioned, they go back.
I Victorium leads them home in this replay. One to watch, though, is Many Thanks Forever in those dark blue colours with the pink sleeves. Might have an 11 next to his name, Paul, but he didn't see much fresh air.
No, it was a very unlucky run from them. And prior to this, he'd won and then ran second. So he's a horse who's been in really good form. Absolutely no luck whatsoever in this. So, look, I think he can get himself into a better position in this race from barrier number 3. And he looks hard to beat with a good run. Castle Edger in those blue colours, he ran on nicely enough there for 3rd. And as you mentioned, Chili Barber, you can see him making all that ground late.
He's about 5 lengths behind the second last horse at one stage, Chili Barber. Now, Soaring Bronco, He has been, to pinch a Tom Woodism, a money muncher since he's been here. He's had 15 starts, yet to win. He's been favourite 3 of his last 4. He'll be in the market again, won't he?
He will. Yeah, look, he's had so many chances, this horse. He's back in trip, back to the 1,600 metres. Has run over the distance 6 times. To be fair to the horse, he has been placed a couple of times from those 6 starts there. But look, I thought he was pushed out in this trial. I'm happy to watch him. I know he's going to come up short, but look, I've left him out.
He's been pushed out in plenty of trials too, apart from that one. Strongest Boy runs 3rd here. He makes good ground. He comes from well back. Finishes a placing behind a horse called Honest Witness, who we see make his debut later in the program.
15 start maiden at Sha Tin. He's had 5 placings, but minor placings. Not for me, not from his draw. I think he's going to have to get back. There doesn't look like too much pace on the race. So I prefer him at Happy Valley. His one win did come at Happy Valley.
This is his first run in Class 5, and that's him on the outside in the white cap. Finishing behind Honest Witness and Lucky King there in the centre as well. Many thanks forever. Get some luck this week, he wins?
Yeah, I think he does. He's drawn really nicely in barrier number 3. He'd been in really good form this season, this horse. Victorian, he's caught the eye finishing off strongly at his last couple. We'll give Smashing Express another chance. Back to the 1,600, barrier number 2 for him. And he has had 3 runs at Happy Valley, so I think he's better served here at Sha Tin. And as you say, he's a bit of an enigma, Chili Barber, but there's a lot of ability there when he wants to. 6, 7, 4, 1.
Many thanks forever for Paul, though, in race number 2 for Andre Ratzani and Chris So. Third race, and we switch to the straight course for this one. Class 4 over the 1,000 metres. Cheval Valiance on the class drop, 3-time course and distance winner. Alluring Lau comes back in trip. Glaciated on debut has had 5 trials. Go General 4. And Honest Witness also 4 trials ahead of his first start. Super Goldie comes back in distance. Savvy Twinkle has the crossover noseband going on. Noble Deluxe pacifies with cows off. Blinkers first time. Bingo Bay wears a hood and a crossover noseband. This is an easy speed map for you, this one, Paul.
Yeah, I love having Cheval Valiant in the race because he's one of the speediest horses there. He'll get out and lead. Alluring Lau won't be too far away. He's got the apprentice claim and he's back in trip to 1,000. Honest Witness is a debutant who's shown a bit of speed in his trials as well. Summit Chairs. Savvy Twinkle back in trip. 1,000 metres looks good for him as well. As you say, Super Goldie, another one that's trying 1,000 metres.
First up is the debut run of Super Strong Kid. Ended up running 2nd in this race, and he had trialled quite well leading into it also. Justifying won the race as a short-priced favourite, and he looks pretty smart, but the way the second horse finishes, Paul, was good.
I think he'll be a short price favourite in this off the back of this run because they did run inside standard as well, justifying, as we said, it was a really good win. And he was looking out, he was looking in, Matthew Chadwick on this horse. Finally, he went back to the rail because he couldn't get a run midfield. And just look at this last 50 metres. He just really stretched out nicely and raced well. So, look, he was still away from the winner, but it was a good run on debut.
It was indeed. That Super Strong Kid. Off to the trials we go. Now we start with Cheval Valiant. Now, this was an 800-metre trial. He's out with the big lead. He ends up winning by a length and 3/4. That's Beauty Waves who'll chase him down into second. We know he's going to do something similar.
Yeah, I mean, this just highlights he's in good form, but this is what he does. He's got the £10 claim. He's won of 58 in the past. He is at this 59 rating as well, so he's capable. He'll look like the winner with about 100 to go. It's whether he can hang on.
Douglas using Brittany Wong's £10 claim again. Brittany has 1 on the horse, and he'll have to run an extra 200 metres than what he did in that Chung Fa trial. Honest Witness, 4 trials. He ran second behind Super Strong Kid in the 1-2 back, and then improved to beat Lucky King here. And Karis Teaton will ride on debut for David Hayes. Yeah,
£1,069 for him, and he's not quite good in those trials as well. Like this is a nice trial from him. He's drawn barrier number 6 coming this, so he'll come across from that sort of inside draw to get across. Look, I've included him, not on a win line, but he goes in on a minor line because it looks like there is some ability there with this one.
There's the next of the first starters. Savvy Twinkle, going to look at him at a recent Happy Valley trial. He's been in the market at both these starts, 8.2 and 5.8.
look, and that's on the back of some really good track work and trials, this horse. I like the fact, he's by Capitalist, I like the fact he's coming back to 1,000 metres. I thought this trial was really good. He was held together nicely. And as you say, although he's been backed on those 2 starts, still expect him to be a double-figure price in this. So I'm going to make him the long shot for the meeting.
And there you go. We can run through that trial. There you are in Canberra, and here comes your graphic.
Yeah, exactly. So Savvy Twinkle will go with him. It was a nice trial from this horse, so we'll make him the long shot. Because I think Super Strong Kid will be overbet because he was flashing home late at the last time in a good race. But look, I've got him as the Quinella horse. Honest Witness, another of the first starters. Alluring Lau's got the 7 pound claim, and he's back to 1,000 metres as well. He did win his debut race here over the 1,000. 10.973.
That is the information for the third race, the first leg of the Early Trouble. Race 4 has last start winners and first starters all mixed in for a Class 4 over the 1200 circuit. Duffy has his first look at 1200 metres. Cross-border Pegasus and Super Love both last start winners and carry an extra £5. Happy Park has had a crossover noseband re-added. Dash, Dazzling Fit make their debuts. Amazing Galaxy has the cheek pieces on. Flying a Key blinkers again. Shiny Rapidash wears a hood. And blinkers have been re-added also. The pace coming, Paul, from Happy Park.
Look, Happy Park is showing plenty of pace. He's coming into the race quite fresh as well. And when he did win his race, he led all the way. As you mentioned, Circuit Duffy's coming to Sha Tin for the first time over 1,200 metres. He's been racing at Happy Valley most exclusively. Lucky Symphony, he can go forward. Cross-border Pegasus, 1 from 1. He'll get his opportunity. And Dash, he's a first starter there. Familiar colours, though. We've seen a lot of those around it. He should get a nice run midfield.
Have indeed. But time to hear from the trainer of Super Love. It's Dennis Ship. Dennis, impressive win by Super Love last time. Is he a horse you've always had a good opinion of?
Yes, that horse very good. Everything done very good in Hong Kong. Yeah.
He improved well between his first 2 runs. Has he come on again with his track work since that last start?
He's working very well. I think he improved. But I think for the future, the horse they need to be longer. Yeah. But in this moment, he's still young, so stay in the 12.
No trials between runs this time, so you've been happy with how he has progressed?
Yes, I think I give him a lot of the work, so I think he improved. Yeah, the horse keep improving. Yeah.
Karras has done a lot of work on the horse, so Karras must have a good opinion of him as well.
Yes, he said in this moment the horse still a little bit keen in the morning. So I think after 1 or 2 races, hopefully he can more settle down.
Drawn barrier number 7, would you like him to show early pace if you can?
I think depend the pace, and I will tell the jockey do the same the last time. Yeah.
On to Noisy Boy, heading towards the Derby. How's he been since his last start?
He really good form, really good form. Yesterday he armored with the other horse so easy. So I'm planning for next Monday I will get up on the turf, and I think the horse very good form. Yeah.
There he is, Dennis Ship looking for back-to-back derbies. Massive Sovereign into Noisy Boy. But we're focusing on race number 4 now, Paul. Cross-border Pegasus. He was still a bit green, but he was able to get the job done. He was a short-priced favourite. Even money he closed off and delivered.
He'll be even money again or less. I think coming into this race, it was a nice win from him. He's drawn barrier number 2. Look, his track work suggests he's kept up to the mark since this particular win as well. Hugh Bowman will stick with him. He's one of the main chances in the race. But there were first starters, first and second in this race. The other one that did run well down the outside, Aaron as well, was a nice run from him.
It was indeed. Now, Lucky Symphony ran second at his last start. Amazing Galaxy 6th. Lucky Symphony's going to be Andrea at Zany, and it ran second behind Magnifique. And we know how far above average he is.
Yeah, look, I think this is quite a good form race he's come out of, and he seems to be on the improve, this horse. He's only had 6 starts. He's had a couple of placings now. He's drawn nicely in barrier 5. So I think he's run into a couple of good ones here. But in saying that, I'm going to include him because I think he's getting there, this horse.
And that's Dragon Forces, who's going to run into 3rd, and he's come out and won at a very short-priced quote since that race. What about the first starters? We've got Dash, who's had 4 trials, and Dazzling Fit, who's had 3. Did either of these two catch your attention?
Yeah, Dazzling Fit definitely did. I really like this horse. I think he's ready to go on a fresh-up assignment. So I'm going to go with him. I think his to beat the short price favourite. Because, look, I like this trial. He was pushed out a little bit, but he did respond. And then he won quite cosily on the line. I didn't mind the run of Dash either. Look, he's going to probably be a big price on debut. So I'm going to put him in on a minor line as well, because he wasn't far away from Dazzling Fit.
And he did make some ground in the trial prior to it. Happy Valley did. Dash Douglas White is the trainer of Dash. But a winning debut for Dazzling Fist.
Yeah, well, I'm going to put him on top to upset the favourite, who will be cross-border Pegasus, no doubt. So 6 to beat 2, Lucky Symphony, and we'll put Dash in there for 4th, 6-2-9-5.
And that is race number 4, the preview for the first leg of the Triple Trio. The first of 2 trophy races is race number 5, the running of the Association of Hong Kong Racing Journalists Challenge Cup. And Joyful Prosperity looking to bounce back to form at the top of the book. Volcanic Spark, 3 starts, course and distance, top 3 all of them. Serangoon, extra £6 for his last start win. Beauty Live, visor off. Bright Inheritance, visor off. Blinkers, tongue tie on. Ace War, no crossover noseband. Brave Witness, pacifiers off. Quick Wing, crossover noseband on, tongue tie off. Youth Power, blinkers off, cheek pieces the first time, and Gluck Racer wears a hood once again. They're the gear changes, numerous of them in the 5th pool.
There are plenty, isn't there? Good. He's drawn wide, but there's a massive run to the first bend here. I think he can get across. Youth Power's got the £10 claim. He should put himself there. Quick Win. Now, he led 2 starts ago, then he went back last time, but I think they'll go forward with him because it doesn't look like too much pace in this race. Beauty Live, Brave Witness, Gold Master up to 1,800 metres. Again, Casa Papa, when he won his race, he led all the way at Happy Valley, but he normally goes back.
Off we go to Brittany Wong to talk Youth Power. Brittany, first race day ride on Youth Power, but you trialled him up at Chung Fa. Were you happy with the trial?
Very happy with the trial. The horse is a bit tricky, that he can be a little bit keen early, but as long as we got cover, he'll be fine. That's what happened in the trial. So I think I'll just try to copy that in the race and help him to settle as soon as possible. In the trial, he hit the line very strong, and I was very happy with how he progressed. And to be fair, he's been running close, so hopefully Saturday's the day.
First time at 1,800 metres, you got no concerns with the step up in trip?
Not really. Look, in the trial, he hit the line strong, and even pulling up, he just didn't want to stop. Like, he got hips in the tank, so I think he'll be fine stepping up in the 1,800.
And good to be getting on one of David Hayes' horses. He's stable, absolutely flying. Yes,
well, I appreciate all the opportunities from all the trainers, especially from Mr. Hayes, that he's been very supportive to me, even trials and race days, and he always tried to find the most suitable horse for me to ride. So I think I just do my job, and everything will work out itself.
That was some good fun in that trial up at Chung Fa, the first and second home with Brittany riding at Youth Power. Volcanic Spark, Paul, is very hard to catch. Just 2 from 16, but he has raced well over the 1,800 metres at Sha Tin.
Yeah, he's hard to leave out because, as you say, he's consistent. But again, he's hard to have on a win line. So, look, he'll go in the numbers once again for me. This was a good run from both him and Billionaire Secret. Now, they did run really quick in this race, so they are slightly flattered as they come down the outside. I don't think they're going to get the same sort of pace in this race. But, look, the 1,800 metres, you can see for yourself that just looking at his statistics, he runs well over it.
He does. That is Volcanic Spark. Serangoon has winning form around Happy Valley last time. He likes to get back and charge home. He was able to make good use of Barrier 1 last start. He comes to the 1,800 at Sha Tin. Yeah,
look, he doesn't have a good record here at Sha Tin. The best we've seen is a third here at the course, and I think I prefer him at Happy Valley for sure. I didn't mind the run of Good. I mean, he stayed on really nicely on the inside there, and prior to this, he'd actually won at Sha Tin. So coming back to Sha Tin's probably a better thing for him.
One more to look at, that's Gold Master, who's been on the improve. He's only had the 5 starts, a first and a third, and those best performances have been at his last 2 outings.
Big run from this horse because he was wide most of the way. He's by the autumn sun. The 1800 metres looks like he'll eat up the 1800 metres without too much issues whatsoever. He made up a lot of ground late here, and he wasn't entitled to do so. As I mentioned, he was wide most of the way. So I like the run from this horse. I like the fact he's going up to 1800 metres as well. So there's a lot of positives there, and I like the fact he's drawn barrier 1, so we should get a nice run.
Well, you've sold that very well. If he's not on top, questions will be asked.
Yeah, he is on top. I do like the Gold Master, so I think there's a lot of positives, as I mentioned, around him. Volcanic Spark in for second, good. And we'll see if Joyful Prosperity can bounce back. Drawn nicely in barrier 3, did win 3 in a row, and he's another horse we know likes the distance. 4-2-8-1.
He's keen. Is Paul on Gold Master in race number 5, the first leg of the 6 Up. Focus now is race number 6 at Sha Tin on Saturday. It's a Class 4 and it's over 1,400 metres. Fun Together gets a £10 claim. XL Wong Choi placed the trip last time. Run Ren Run goes up in distance. Better draw for wind speed. Monarch County has been back to the trial since we last saw him. He's had 2 trials. Dragon Sunrise goes to the 1,400. Patch of Lucky has the tongue tie off, crossover noseband on. God of Pangs wears a tongue tie for the first time. Fun Together with that £10 claim is going to be telling, at least on the speed map, Paul.
I think so. Look, he's got that pace where he can get across from barrier 10. He will have to work a little bit. Good Luck Babe, now he's been right on the pace in his recent races and he's drawn 1. But I think he'll let the pace go and get a lovely trail on Azzini. Wind Speed likes to go forward. Patch of Lucky, again, he likes to go forward but drawn wide. Pearl of Pangs, another forward runner with a wide draw. So but there will be pace in this race. So I think every horse will get their chance.
XL Wong Choi coming off this last start 3rd. View All Things 5th. Only lightly raced is View All Things. He'd only had 2 starts prior to this. 5th behind Carry On Smiling, beaten 2 1/4. But the winner out of this race, Paul, was about 80-1.
Yeah, so look, XL Wong Choi's only won once in Hong Kong, and that was on the all-weather, and his Sha Tin record's quite not good. He's had 5 goes here just for 1 minor placing. So look, I don't think he's going to... I don't like him in this, and not a bad run by the horse on the inside there, but again, it was a bunch finish with a big outsider winning, so I'm not sure how strong that race is going to be form-wise.
We will leave that race alone and move on to Good Luck Babe, who ran 2nd. This was his best performance in Hong Kong. Ran 2nd behind Lucky Fion, comes up with a good draw again of barrier number 1. You expect him to go on from this?
I do, actually. Look, because he's only had limited starts, this horse. He's drawn barrier 1. He's only had the 7 starts. He's taken a little while to get there, but he has got there, I think, yeah. Now, Lucky Fion was a winner waiting to happen. Well, he had a load of placings before he came out and won this race. And you can see he's stuck on really nicely there. He's drawn barrier 1 with Azzini aboard. Look, I think he's just going to be in the right place, and he could be tough to beat in this.
And that is a good report for Good Luck Babe. And finally, Wind Speed. This is a performance of him going back 2 starts ago. He's since run 8th behind Master of All from a wide draw. Other horse in this race is Monarch County.
I think both these horses can feature, actually. This was not a nice race. Wind Speed came out to win the race. Didn't quite go on with it, but he wasn't too far away here. Was Wind Speed. They did finish in a bit of a bunch afterwards. So, look, I like the way Monarch County finished off strongly as well in this race. So he wasn't too far away either. So I think both these 2 horses are really good chances in this.
They've beaten home the Auspicious by, let's wait till he goes past the post, the Auspicious, 6-7 lengths, and he's come out and won since.
Yeah, he was a big price when he won, wasn't he? He's over 100-1. Got to go with Good Luck Babe in this race, though. I think from that perfect draw, he can get the good run on the speed map. Then those 2 horses we just saw, Wind Speed and Monarch County. And look, Fun Together, he's got it that's really lightweight coming into this race. You know, with a £10 claim, he comes down to 125, and he is a 4-time winner here in Hong Kong. 3, 7, 9 and 1.
Azzini and Eustace, the men for Paul in race number 6 with Good Luck Babe. Trophy race number 2 is race number 7, the running of the Kowloon Tong Club Trophy, and it's over 1,600 metres. Nimble Nimbus on the class drop. Sunlight Power won from barrier 1 2 starts ago. Ramadan goes from the 1,400 to the 1,600. Voyage Samurai has been top 2, 5 from 8 course and distance, and down the bottom, Awesome Fluke carries a lightweight from a good draw. Now, Voyage Samurai Paul normally leads.
He does. I think he can get to the front here. Torbian Prince is the other leader in the race, but I think Voyage Samurai's got the superior speed to Torbian Prince. Woodfire Bro likes to go forward. Awesome Fluke, Sunlight Power should get good runs. The Golden Series, the big boy Karma, and Nimble Nimbus goes back normally when he draws wide. So from barrier 9, when the 9 run a race, I think he'll go back.
Hugh Bowman with us now to talk his ride, Sunlight Power. Hugh, first ride on Sunlight Power last time. Were you happy with his performance?
I was very good. He does have a little bit of a tendency to lay in slightly under pressure, but he's a very genuine horse, and you know his form's very consistent. Good win 2 starts ago with Zach on board, quite a dominant win actually, and with a perfect draw this weekend, we should get a lovely run, and he should make his presence felt.
Is that going to be the key, barrier 1 again, which he won from 2 starts ago? Can you be a little bit closer?
Well, I think so. I think I could have been closer last start with a better draw, but you know I was sort of outside of the centre and just had to ride him a bit more conservatively. He jumped well, but you know I just had to give away some ground, which I won't have to do from barrier 1, and you know it's important in any race in Hong Kong, but particularly as you get a bit higher in the class ratings, it becomes even more important. So the pace should be genuine. And should suit him.
That is Hugh Bowman talking Sunlight Power. Next up, Paul, is Happy Valley form around Nimble Nimbus, the Golden Scenery and Woodfire Bro. Nimble Nimbus finishes the closest of these 3. He has placed 3 from 4 in this class.
Yeah, he has. He's drawn wide though. I think he'll have to go back with the big weight. He does get a little bit of a claim. The Golden Scenery is the one I'll take out of this race because he's well rated at the moment. Drawn nicely in barrier number 3, did win off a high rating at the start of the season, and he comes back to Sha Tin, which is a positive. So look, he goes in on a very minor line.
And that's that replay. An awesome Fluke right down the bottom. Some track work from him between races. What about him in this grade?
No, I don't like him in this grade. I think he's out of he is out of the handicap as well. Awesome Fluke. So I'm happy to watch him in this.
He's not in, but who is?
Yep. So we're going to go with the 2 on top here, which is Sunlight Power. Look, he should get that perfect run, 3 back on the rail and be tough to beat. Void Samurai will try and kick on from the front. Karma, look, he's better when he's ridden back in the small field. If he is ridden back, I can see him making some good ground late. And the Golden Scenery, the one we mentioned, as well, goes in there. 2, 6, 5 and 3.
Sunlight Power for Paul to win the second of the trophy races on Saturday. Class 3 step out in race number 8 over the 1,200 metres. From the top, Dream Winners won a trial since his last start. Master Champion, his Hong Kong debut. Module Construction on the comeback. He was scratched earlier in the season with a lame left 4. Cheval Victorious makes his Hong Kong debut. Flying Ting Lock makes his Hong Kong debut. Awesome Treasure just can't get it in this grade, and No at Heart goes from the 1,000 to the 1,200 metres. One of the newcomers leading here, Paul.
Yeah, Flying Ting Lock, he's shown a bit of pace in his trials and also in his overseas races. I think they'll push on with Master Champion, eventually get outside him because he's showing a bit of pace in his trials as well. Fun Elite will get the good run. Awesome Treasure, Module Construction on the comeback. Dream Winners won a recent trial. Alfonso, Lopan Spirit's drawn wide once again. He's going to have to go back. Geneva, his race is better when he goes back, and Lifeline Express has been going back in all his races.
And then at the other end, Lifeline Express has been doing this, flying home and coming up just short. Fun Elite's been racing all right too since stepping up to 1,200 metres.
I don't mind Fun Elite in this. Look, I think he can get first run on some of these horses. Again, he's drawn ideally in barrier number 1. And look, if there is a bit of trouble in the race or that the pace isn't on for Lifeline Express, he's a horse that needs everything to go his way, does Lifeline Express. Like, he is a winner waiting to happen. There's no question. He's been placed just about every run this season, and he finished off really well once again here. But just you know, he needs everything to go his way, so you wouldn't want to take a short price about him.
Okay, word of caution with him. To Chung Fa Trials now, and this is Master Champion. He was known as Embassy when trained by Peter Snowden, won over the 1,200 metres at Kembla Grange. Have you liked his 2 trials?
They've been okay, his trials, I thought. He's 1,236 pounds. He's a big son of I Am Invincible, this horse. I'm going to put him on a fourth line, very minor line, just to keep him a bit safe, because I haven't minded his trials. And I did like that Kembla Grange win. I did go back and have a look at that as well. So, look, we'll put him in, but just on a minor line.
That's our second replay. Master Champion Super Fortune is the winner of that trial as they run down the straight at Chung Fa. Both of his trials have been up there. Module Construction. Nice horse, this guy. 11 starts, 2 wins, 8 placings and a 4th. Very consistent, but what about first up? No,
he's had a lot of problems, this horse. He's been scratched 2 of his last 5 times. Lameness issue as well. Yeah, look, he's on the comeback trial. We know he's got ability. He's had 2 wins from his 11 starts. I mean, the trial, he couldn't get too enthused about this trial and he was tailed off.
No, he started to give a bit of ground there at the 100-metre mark, didn't he? So we'll leave him up at Chung Fa and move on to Geneva's trial. His last start was on the 1st of December, so given some time between races by David Hall and 2 trials in the interim.
He's another one that needs a bit of luck in his runs because he got well back last time. And did run on for 6 behind My Wish, so that looks good. Prior to that, he did beat Packing Angel, so this form's rock solid for Geneva as well. So, look, he goes in, he's one of the main chances, there's no question.
Having had just the 1 start in Class 3, and he was beaten as a 3.1 chance in that race, and that's Mark Comet winning the trial, winning ovations, the horse on the outside, if you're keeping an eye out for him, who rockets into second. But you do like Geneva?
Yeah, he's in there. He's not on top, though. I'm not going to put him on top. I'm going to go with Fun Elite because I just thought he might get the first run on those other 2. I mean, Lifeline Express and Geneva, no doubt, are going to be the first and second favourites in the race. It's just if anything goes wrong, I think we're going to get some value about Fun Elite. So he'll go on top to beat the other 2, but there's not much between the 3 of them. It's just more of a price point that I sort of made the selection. So 8, 4, 6, and then Master Champion, we'll see what he can do on debut. 8, 4, 6 and 2.
Race number 8 details there, the first leg of the late treble. Race number 9 is the Cosmos Handicap. Only thing missing is Fabio. It's a Class 3 over the 1,400 metres. Helene Warrior's best form is at Happy Valley. Ching wears blinkers for the first time. Janu Pride's a last start winner, extra £8 on his back. Storming Dragon has the visor off. 80 Light Years missed to start on the 12th of February when he was fractious in the gates. I got the tongue tie on. Victory Sky placed his only time over 1,400 metres. And Master of All comes up in grade in really good form and will get across.
Yeah, he should lead, but Bucephalus likes the lead as well. So I think that those 2 are going to be sharing the lead. Janu Pride, he's only a little chap. He's up in weight, but he should get a lovely run just in behind with Wonder Star. Keefe looks tough for him. He might be trapped wide unless he can get across. 80 Light Years, Victory Sky should get his opportunity. Helene Warrior's back in trip. Storming Dragon might have to go back from his draw, and went back on debut.
One Keefe will be wide, the other Keithy, he'll be in front with Master of All. Keith, you and Master of All have made quite a team with a great record together.
Yes, he's a lovely horse. Anyone can ride him and still have a good performance. He's just so easy to handle and so honest.
He looks a very hard horse to get past as well when he's in front. He doesn't really want to turn it up all. Is that the case?
Yes, he's got a big heart in him. And if he can do it, like he would just keep trying and to win the race.
How important is it going into Class 3 and Barrier 6, that early speed that he's got?
Don't think like as too many speeds in the race, and he's got really good gate speed and with no weight on his back. So I'm hoping I can get to the front easy.
And you've got no concerns that he can handle Class 3 well?
No, not at all. And he's been racing so consistent, and Chris So has been like keeping his form really well, and I think like the big advantage of him would be like taking off the weight because he's been carrying heavy weight for a few races and still performs well. And going into Class 3 with no weight on his back and doesn't look like typically too strong field, and so I'm hoping he will race well again.
Those colours have been good to you. Mount Everest, very impressive in the same colours a week or 2 back.
Yes, I'm happy to get the job done, and it's just the best way to repay the support from Chris and the owner, Mr. Wong. So I'm hoping to having more success with them.
Keithy Young there talking about Master of All. Janu Pride. Paul has been very consistent right throughout his short career, having won last time. This was his second go in Class 3, ran second behind Lightyear's Charm in his first go in this grade, so he's been doing good things.
Yeah, look, and he's obviously a really honest horse, this one. He's up on weight, and Victory Sky meets him a lot better at the weights there. You can see him just being momentarily held up, Victory Sky, in those pale blue colours. Once he got into the clear, he finished off strongly as well. So, look, I think both these two, I think this is the quinella, actually, with these two horses coming out of this race. But I'm going to go with Victory Sky to beat Janu Pride.
And the horse on the inside is Armour War Eagle, so the form out of it is very, very strong. One more to check, that's Storming Dragon's trial, which is up at Chung Fa. His last start was also in Class 3, where he ran 6th behind Winning Gold. And this is another time over 1,400 metres for him. Yeah,
look, he's going to have to go back, I think, from barrier number 8. But, look, he came from the back in this particular trial as well, and he did finish off the trial nicely. He would have had a good blowout here. And he's a very honest horse, Storming Dragon. He always runs a race for you. So, look, I'm going to put him in on a minor line. I like the way he did hit the line here.
And that is C Emerald that won that trial, and he was very good in defeat on debut too. But that form race we saw earlier should hold up.
Yeah, that's how I see it, with Armour War Eagle coming out and winning. So I'm going to put 10 to beat 5, just with the turn in the weights. Master of All, the only thing that annoys me, or that could annoy him, is Bucephalus being in the race, because he might just put a bit of pressure on him. And then Storming Dragon, 10, 5, 12, 6.
He's going to turn the tables this week. Victory Sky on Janu Pride. They are the top 2 for Paul in race number 9. Race number 10, another very good edition of a Class 3 over 1,400 metres, with Sky Trust at the top, coming out of the Classic Cup. Beauty Crescent's placed 10 from 17 course and distance. The promising Honglock Golf and the promising Sky Jewellery. Horses 6 and 7 riding together, no crossover noseband. Amazing Victory is now with Michael Chang. Tongue Tie comes off Amazing Victory. Riziki wears cheek pieces for the first time. Paul, who are the big winners on this speed map?
Look, I think Riding Together and Sky Trust can set up a slowish pace in front because there's no real leader. Sky Trust might even go on with it, but he's got the 135. Riziki should get a nice run. Honglock Golf, likewise. Amazing Victory's got a wide draw. Star Contact's back and trip and a wide draw, so probably not ideal for him. Beauty Crescent, Chain of Gold, and then Sky Jewellery, one of the favourites. King Miles went back and ran well at his last start.
Here's Hugh Bowman talking his rides, Sky Trust.
Hugh, Sky Trust comes out of the Classic Cup last time. Do we go on all of his form over the shorter distances?
Well, I thought his run actually, although well beaten, was unbelievable last start. He jumped well and didn't settle, so made, let him gallop mid-race down the back straight. But then he got, although 3 wide, he got in a really sweet rhythm around the bend. And but it was no surprise to see him pick up into the straight, but I was surprised at how long he sustained his gallop, actually, having behaved the way he did in the early and middle stages. So back in trip's a huge advantage for him, and, the horse is in great form.
This quirk he's got at the start, dipping his head, is that only something new that he's developed?
The reason he's doing that is because I'm restricting him. He comes out, with a great deal of purpose, but the trouble is, if you let him gallop, then he's shown in the past that he doesn't settle, goes too hard and won't finish his races off, and he performs really well when he does relax. You can see he's got the hood on as well, so he's anything but a straightforward horse to ride. But the reason he's putting his heads down is because I'm restraining him out of the barriers.
135 pounds, but he has won with big weight in the past.
He's a big horse, so the weight he'll certainly be able to carry.
He clashes with a horse you know well, Sky Jewellery. Did you get the choice between the two?
I did have the choice, and Sky Jewellery is just a little bit light for me with 1, 2, 3 pounds. So very exciting young horse, obviously 2 wins from 2 starts, and I think too Sky Jewellery has still got some development to do. Like I thought last start he got a bit lost as he turned into the home straight and dropped the bridle. But his class shone the last 200 metres when he got things together. So up in class for him, he's going to have to continue to improve, but he's certainly got the improvement in him.
So Hugh talking both the skies there, Paul. We've seen Trust here is jewellery, and this was his win last time. He was able to get the job done impressively at the end. Been favourite all 3 starts, and he beat South Star. So it gets harder coming up into Class 3 this week.
Yeah, this will be a lot trickier for him. But as Hugh Bowman said, there's plenty of development still to go in this horse, so he is entitled to improve. He had no luck when he got beaten at Happy Valley 2 starts ago. Luck was taken out of it here because he came to the outside and was ridden like the best horse in the race, and he did win nicely. So look, he's got to go on to that next step, but I think he's capable of doing that.
Another horse that is on the up as far as placings go, hopefully up as far as placings go for his owners to first, Beauty Crescent, because he's been not able to win one since he's arrived in Hong Kong, Paul. 27 starts, 13 placings. He's still won over $5 million in prize money.
Yeah, he has. So look, he's had plenty of placings and he's won plenty, and he went through the 4-year-old series last year as well. He just can't seem to get his nose in front. Look, you could easily have him on a place line. There's no question about that. But he is tough to have on a win line.
He's placed 10 from 17 over the 1,400 metres at Sha Tin. That's a Brilliant Express winning that race. And the other horse on the up is Honglok Golf. This is him last time as we roll it from the 600 metre mark, and he's one off here. Things progressing well. Riziki's following him at this stage. Riziki's trialled okay since, and then just can't get out when it matters. You can see Brenton, who's very good at doing this and holding his straight line.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Just pushed him right back into behind the winner, which was Righteous Arian. He eventually got out, and once he got out, he really stormed home late. Again, another one. This is the only time he's been beaten, and he could arguably be unbeaten as well. So, look, he's going to run well, and he's another one that's coming up in grade, and but he has performed here in Class 3.
And this is a really good race to end the day.
Yeah, I'm going to go with him, actually. Honglok Golf to beat Sky Jewellery. I don't think there's not too much between them, but I've gone that way. And Sky Trust. I think these are the clear 3. So I've gone 6-7-1. King Miles, better run from him when he went back last start and ran on for 6th. 6-7-1 and 8.
Honglok Golf in the last for Paul, but we tee off with the first at 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon at Sha Tin.